Hey, what's up? It's Greg from Fisherman's Headquarters, and I'm out on the Mid-Island Surf here on Long Beach Island on Wednesday, May 25th. Here to share an updated fishing report with everyone, giving you guys a lay of the land here on Long Beach Island, kind of what's going on in the local area. Sorry I haven't put up a report in a few days, but sometimes you get a little busy. Fortunately, I got out and did some fishing, had some fun. So if you've been paying attention to the reports, or if you're looking for the update, here it goes. We've got some striped bass, bluefish, and fluke here on LBI on the beach, also in the bay and the inlet. When I mention the inlet, that's Barnegat Light. There's been some bluefish there, there's been some striped bass there, there's been some fluke fishing there. If you're looking to get out and do some fishing, I would strongly suggest fishing the LBI surf with clams or bunker. Those would be the two best baits to fish right now in the springtime here on LBI. As you see behind me, the water is clear, it is clean, hard onshore wind. I'd say it's blowing about 15 to 20. We've had some windy conditions here the last few days, but fish are on the beach. We had a nice weigh-in yesterday from the fishing musician Rick Weiland. He's from Ship Bottom. I personally didn't talk to him. I don't know exactly where he caught the fish. I'm not sure if it was on bunker or clam, but I believe it was clam. But it doesn't really matter. Fish the beach right now, and you'll catch fish. There are some dogfish around, so you have to battle through those. Dogfish around for a number of weeks. There's some kingfish showing up, which is kind of cool. Normally that's a summertime species, so I don't know if you really want to get out and target them quite yet. If you do, sure, great. But I'd be sticking towards the striped bass game. If you're looking to look more towards bluefish, definitely fish the meatier baits like bunker. If you're looking to definitely 100% strictly target striped bass, I think clam's the way to go. There hasn't been an abundance of bunker around, so those fish that are kind of cruising along the beaches are really naturally hunting right up in the wash here. And for that reason, we've had a pretty good spring run. So right now, as I'm taking a stroll here, it's low tide. It's about an hour before low. I think low is at 10:30 today. Once again, it's Wednesday, May 25th. I believe high tide is about 4:45, 5 o'clock, something about that this afternoon or evening. There's been a number of great reports coming in along the beach. I know Jamie Gramley's been coming to the shop for many, many years. He reported catching a fish the other day. I think he had a bass and a blue. There's been a number of other reports. I really can't remember everybody's name off the top of my head, but the abundance of striped bass this spring has been really good. It's been really a strong run. And with that being said, there's a whole lot more in the tank here still left to go. We are approaching the new moon, which is a great time that I have always found for bigger striped bass. I believe the new moon is coming up on Monday, the 30th, which is going to be Memorial Day. Memorial Day weekend's coming up. Over the years, I can remember Memorial Day is always a great weekend for fishing here on LBI. I've done great fishing in the boat, great fishing off the beach, and also in the bay, kind of everywhere in between. So it's definitely a good period of time here to be on LBI fishing. In terms of the the new moon and the transition of things, as we warm up, we start to see more baits, kind of say moving around. You start to see more species kind of showing up and moving around, and you'll see more extreme tides. So what I mean by the new moon and more extreme tides is the tides are dictated by the moon's gravitational pull on the earth. You start getting more extreme tides around the moons, whether it's new or full. And with that extreme tide, you'll get a lot more movement of things because there's more water moving through. I find that fishing the slower parts of the tide around those moon phases, the new and full, are my best opportunities at a bigger fish. So with that being said, one of my favorite moons of the entire year, the spring new moon of May/June. Normally it's late May, early June for big striped bass. And I'll throw it out there in the fall. I really like the moon in late October, early November, whatever that moon phase may be that falls in that time frame. So for the part of season that we're at now, for the time of year, it's coming up on May. This weekend will be a good opportunity to get out and hunt some bigger striped bass. Yes, we've had some good quality striped bass kind of run through our area, so maybe this year it doesn't play out. But I've got confidence based on my experience over the years and my my fishing opportunities that are coming up here in the near future. I'm going to be focused on hopefully catching some better striped bass in the next few days, this week and next week. Going back a little bit on my personal fishing reports, I finally had some time to get out and do some fishing here. I haven't fished the surf at all, but I was out in the boat. I got in some quality striped bass fishing yesterday. I actually helped out a friend, Dan. He used to work at the shop, Dan DiPasquale. He purchased my old boat, my 21 Parker. I had to help him out with his trolling motor. It was a Rodan. We are a sales and service center here at Fisherman's headquarters. I gave him a little help, getting a little service, say call on his Rodan. His remote was actually the root of all the causes. He had a dead remote. So we got a new remote going and paired up, installed, and Rodan was back working. So I said, you know what, man, that happened pretty quick. Let's get out and go throw a few casts and get into some fish. And sure, that's what we did. Made a short cruise from his dock. Caught a bunch of striped bass, bucktail in the afternoon yesterday. Going back to the report, there's an abundance of striped bass around in the inlet, in the bay, and along the beach. When there's white water like this that we have behind me, we have here, or even on those sod banks, in the channels, in the rips, and different features of structure in the bay, bucktails are going to catch fish day in, day out, season out, year in, year out. There's not a better lure than a bucktail. I don't care what you're targeting, what you're doing. I bet you catch a tuna on a bucktail, catch a fluke on a bucktail, catch a bass on a bucktail, catch bluefish on bucktails. If you don't have a bucktail in your arsenal, you're missing out. Hopefully, a lot of those that are watching along and listening have fished bucktails and have had success on bucktails. It's my hope that everyone carries bucktails and catches a bunch of fish on bucktails, because it's definitely a very universal lure, and it's super easy to take a hook out on a bucktail than say a treble hook, double hook lure, something like that. Just a few days back, I did have a couple nice striped bass on some pencil poppers. That was a larger profile bait that I wanted to kind of imitate a big bunker to a striped bass, and luckily I had a really good sized fish come up on it and shook loose after a good battle. And then next cast I had another beautiful fish and kind of tagged that one and sent it on its way. That was actually my birthday. I got a 36 incher on my 36th birthday, so that was kind of cool to tag one and send it on its way. So I called that one G-Roy 36. But yeah, going back to some reports, I just fished on, I guess it was Sunday, with Katie Crawford and her father. We had some fluke fishing, had some striped bass, got a little dual action there. I believe we caught 2 stripers and a bunch of fluke, only one keeper. It was definitely a slower day, had a lot of weed we battled through, but we had a fun day, had a good time. It was super windy. It was cranking like 20 out of the north, so that made for drifting for fluke really fast. Had to do some things to slow down. On, was it Saturday? It's either Friday or Saturday, which is a few days back now. Kind of get my days mixed up. Had Matt Rand party aboard. Had some fun fishing. Matt's a passionate fly angler. He was fly fishing for stripers aboard. Definitely it's a lot of work, but we put a time in and I worked through it, and we got a couple nice stripers. I believe he had 3 or 4. Can't remember. One was a beautiful fish, good size one, and the other ones were a little on the smaller side. That was a fun day for sure. And yeah, as far as that, I can share the fluke fishing's been pretty good. I mentioned Dan before I jumped on his boat. He reported some really good striped bass action, some schoolies in the bay. He was getting those on some poppers, fishing some soft baits. As far as fishing the bay, bluefish are around. I'm not going to say they're in no way, shape, or form abundant, but definitely there's some anglers chunking some meat on the bay side, catching some on bunker. Heard of a couple caught recently on bunker at night. Anglers are fishing the inlet with bucktails. You can also fish different lures there, like SP minnows, bombers. So many lures out there to choose from, rapalas. So hopefully you guys are getting out and enjoying this late May fishing. Hopefully the updated fish report here will get you on some fish and help you catch more fish. If you're looking for tips and tricks or any kind of fishing information, stop by Fisherman's headquarters. We welcome you to meet the crew. Come to the shop. Love to help you out and get you geared up. If you got any problems, say rod or reel issues, we can help you there. We're a service center. We're a full service bait and tackle shop. And if you're not close to the area and need something, give us a holler. We're shipping a lot of packages every day. We've been doing mail orders since I guess it's 98 or 99, maybe 97. Jump on our website, fishermansheadquarters.com, and we'll love to get you any kind of gear that you need. If you're looking for updated fish reports now throughout the entire season, check out fishinglbi.com. It's a fishing report blog that I do to keep you updated on the LBI fishing scene. And just so you guys know, as far as LBI info goes, the traffic lights are on. So if you're looking to get up to Barnegat Light to meet a boat or something like that, it's definitely going to add another 15 minutes on the ride. The traffic lights are just the kind of thing we deal with here the week before Memorial Day every year. It's kind of summer season. It kind of came in quick, hit us hard. The summer kind of temperatures here this past weekend, it got warm there a few days back, and Now we got a nice cool ocean breeze, so it's beautiful here on the beaches. As you can see over here, my shoulder, the beach rakes are already out. They're raking the beaches like they do every morning in the summer, which is great. Catches up all that weed, so the beach goers can kind of relax in that beautiful sand that LBI has and not be tangled up in a bunch of seaweed. But yeah, going back again to the beachfront, you can see the water's beautiful behind me. Sorry for the glare. Sun's out. Beautiful water. We got probably 1 to 2 foot, maybe 3 foot swell, just kind of rolling along. But as you can see, there's lots of residual foam, lots of residual white water. Great day for reading the sandbars and the cuts to kind of find those spots that you want to fish, and definitely fish hard at night. Now's the time. Striped bass, like I said, are running along the coast. They're here. Fish at night, fish the clam, fish the bunker, fish lures. Hopefully catch a bunch of fish. Have a great day.